Hello everyone, my name is Mahera Manurung. This time I will present a report text about the 2004 Aceh Tsunami. The Aceh Tsunami occurred exactly 16 years ago. The Aceh Tsunami, which is the largest natural disaster that occurred on December 26, 2004. Tsunami waves swept across the coast of Aceh after a shallow magnitude 9.3 earthquake that occurred at the bottom of the Indian Ocean. The earthquake that occurred was even called by experts as the fifth largest earthquake ever in history. The incident occurred on Sunday, a day that should be used by community to relax, gather with family, and enjoy a weekend getaway together. But not with Sunday at the time. People actually had to deal with nature, which was showing its strength really strong. Was the Aceh Tsunami preceded by an earthquake? Quoting DW, 23 December 2004, the Aceh Tsunami was preceded by an earthquake that occurred at 7:59 WIB. Not long after that, a tsunami wave appeared which was estimated to have a height of 30 meters with a speed of up to 100 meters per second or 360 kilometers per hour. This large and powerful wave not only washed away residents, livestock, destroyed settlements, and even an area, but also managed to drag a ship into the middle of the mainland. The ship is a SPD floating ship which was dragged up to 5 kilometers from the waters to the middle of the mainland. Was the Aceh Tsunami the biggest humanitarian disaster? The day after the incident, the United Nations declared the Aceh Tsunami natural disaster as the largest humanitarian disaster that has ever occurred. Since then, international aid has arrived to help the communities affected by the Aceh Tsunami, including military aircraft from Germany to aircraft carriers belonging to the United States were brought to the disaster site. After a few days and the search for victims continued to be intensified, the United Nations on January 4, 2005 issued an initial estimate that the death toll from the Aceh Tsunami was likely to exceed 200,000. Based on Kompas.com, the number of victims from the Aceh Tsunami was said to have reached 230,000. This number not only came from Indonesia as the world's active country, but also from other countries that also experienced this disaster. Countries affected by the Aceh Tsunami citing the archives of the Kompas Daily. The earthquake and tsunami on Sunday morning not only hit Aceh and North Sumatra, but also other countries located in the Bay of Bengal, ranging from India, Sri Lanka to Thailand. Meanwhile, in Aceh, the tsunami that hit so hard cut off all electricity networks and communication there, so it's really an emergency. Initially, hundreds of people had been found dead. It was not known how many were lost to being swept away by waves, crushed by rubble, and so on. The survivors also lost their homes. The numbers were not just hundreds, but hundreds of thousands. They had to live in refugee camps. The disaster suddenly became a national disaster and became the main news in the media for several months afterward. The sixth president, Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono, said 3 days of mourning as a form of sympathy for the Indonesian state and nation in the disaster that struck. Aceh post-tsunami recovery with the help and attention to the tsunami disaster area in Aceh, both from Indonesia and internationally. Aceh is slowly getting back into order, not only in terms of infrastructure and buildings, but also economically as well as psychologically for the people. In Aceh, in 2009, a museum was established to commemorate this sad incident. The museum is the Aceh Tsunami Museum, which is located in the city of Banda Aceh. The architect of the museum is Ridwan Kamil, who is currently at the Governor of West Java. Inside the Aceh Tsunami Museum, there are various dioramas depicting events, as well as a list of the names of those who were victims. This museum is not only a site to commemorate the ferocity of the earthquake and tsunami in Aceh, December 26, 2004, but also a center for disaster learning and education for the community. That's the presentation about the report text I chose. I'll end it. Thank you and see you later.